Hello everybody. Well, today we have a special person with us. It's an interview with Wonko. Hello Wonko.
Hello.
And welcome.
Hello, thank you.
You were a little bit surprised when I sent you the message yesterday and asked you if I could do a little interview with you.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of the blue.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to grind myself through the PCSG key persons with my interviews. I started with Johnny, and then I did Reefy or Mike or Merman. So
Man of many names.
yeah, that's because the taxis are after him. He's just using what name ever suits, so they don't find him.
Yeah.
But then I thought, well, who I'm going to take next? Well, Wonko, not the other, and just the founder of PCSG, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Yeah. While we're talking, I was thinking, you jump in the harvester and start harvest that field over there, and I can drive that trailer and empty you a little bit, and just this map you're on is just a basic Sosnoska. No mods at all. It's just for the interview, so we can run around and have some fun. And Wonko can make some crop circles maybe on the field.
Possibly. I'll see how the mood takes me.
Yeah, exactly. So, Wonko, where are you from? And yeah, your background.
Well, I'm from England, obviously, from my accent. So, I born and bred in Oxfordshire.
Yeah.
Married, 3 kids.
3 kids, married, yeah.
Grey hair. What else do you want to know?
Yeah, your background, like, are you raised up on a farm in the city, on the a little bit of the outside of the city, or just...
I'm a country boy.
You're a country boy, yeah.
Born and bred in the countryside, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a farmer. I fit kitchens for a living.
Ah, okay. But when you were growing up, did your father have a farm, or did you just lived in a house on the countryside?
No, he had his own business repairing cars.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's
But I
interesting.
didn't fancy following him in that business. It's not much fun.
No. Basically not today, but I do remember before all these fancy computers went into the cars. It was more fun fixing the cars then than it is today, though.
Yeah, he specialised in like car body repairs, so painting, fixing dents and stuff like that.
Ah, okay, yeah. That's still a big business, I think.
Oh God, yeah.
Everywhere, it doesn't really matter where you are in the world, it's a big business.
Yeah, he's sort of semi-retired now. He's got a little small holding in middle of Wales, so he's quite happy.
Yeah.
Got a few sheep, and I think he had a pig at one stage as well.
Ah, okay. So does the harvester work for you?
I didn't know he was going to get me driving, so I had to set my wheel up. Hang on.
Are you putting the wheel up? Are you going to be able to get that working without restarting the game?
I don't know. Nothing seems to be working at the moment.
No, then it's probably because you need to restart the game. It's going back and forwards at least. And there comes the header.
Ah,
You got it, finally. Is it turning?
patience.
Yeah. No, I don't have any patience. You know, they called me slave driver in multiplayer on our live stream, so...
Oh yeah, I know. I've been there.
Yeah, you're one of them.
I suffered.
Yeah, you have suffered it too. So, you're when you were growing up, it was out on the country, of course. How was that?
Yeah.
There in England?
Oh, I enjoyed it. Playing on the hay bales, doing all the things, scrumping, all the stuff you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. It's just basic country boy. Always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still live in the country now.
You do? Close to where you were raised up, or?
Not too far away. About 20 miles, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. But what is that? What is it that you do today as a ordinary job, except your hobby, of course, playing games and managing a PCSG page?
Well, I basically fit kitchens into people's houses.
Yeah. That is one.
I do the tiling, the plumbing.
Yeah. Are you a carpenter of a trade, or is it a special name over what you do?
No, there's no sort of recognised qualification for it here. Not in England, anyway.
No. So basically anybody can do what you do if they wanted to.
If they wanted to, and they've got the skill.
Yeah, no, of course many of people that are working today don't have skills to do what they're doing, but they do it anyway.
Yeah, I've come across a few of those over the years.
Yeah, me too. Come across those every day, actually. Sadly.
Yeah, I was being polite.
yeah, I know. So, playing games, where does that come from?
I don't know, just always enjoyed computers. Been playing with computers since they first come out as home computers.
Yeah. So when did you buy your first computer?
Ooh, that would have been in the 80s.
In the 80s?
A long time ago.
Oh. So long time ago.
Well, an Amstrad 464.
Okay.
Means nothing to you, does it, Ice?
No. In the 80s I was not that a big boy. Depends on how early in the 80s.
I can't honestly remember. Be probably mid-80s to late 80s.
Yeah, that's about between my 5 and 10 years old age. So I was not playing computers then at all. What is basically what you play for games? I have seen that you play Battlefield. I was a little bit intrigued by that you play Battlefield. I mean,
well, I started off. I've always liked strategy games.
Yeah.
So back in the 80s, there was a game called Vulcan, and it was a World War II North African campaign, turn-based.
Yeah.
Not simulation as such, but it was more strategy-based.
Yeah.
And then just played whatever games came along at the time. Then I got married, stopped playing games.
Oh, seems
then
to
I
be
had children.
Yeah.
And started playing games again.
Yeah.
Not sure if there's any correlation. I'm sure there is somewhere.
Should be for some in some states.
Yeah, and then a few years ago I just started playing games again and come across Battlefield 2142. Really enjoyed playing that.
Yeah.
But the downside is you do get a lot of immature people playing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I play a lot World of Tanks, and that is player by player based. 15 players against 15 players.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just can't believe what you're seeing in the comments. Actually, I actually sometimes think about just turning off total the comments so that you just can't see it and don't need to bother at all. But sometimes it is actually good, because sometimes you actually are playing against or with good players that actually talk to you and try to be yeah, play together as a team, but it's not very often that happens.
I was going to say that's quite rare.
Yeah, but it happens sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I play all sorts of games. I play Prisoner.
What kind of game is that?
Prison Architect. It's called.
Ah,
You
does
just build a prison and you're in control. You
Yeah.
build everything.
Yeah.
Control everything. I'm pretty crap at it. Sorry. I'm not very good.
no?
I usually end up with a lot of dead people.
Oh, prisoners.
Yeah, prisoners, guards.
I'm trying to empty you here, but you never put out the pipe.
Oh, didn't I? Sorry.
I'm sorry. You were
I'm not very good at multitasking.
Oh. Yeah.
You should know that from streaming.
No, I actually think it works really good when you're with us. Doing the crop circles here and there, and running around in big in Johnny Wee's pickup truck and using the horn all the time.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
No.
That's quite good fun from my point of view.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had fun at least.
I've modified my JCB. I've changed the horn sound.
Have you?
Yeah.
So we need to change that on the server now?
I'll think about it.
Or maybe I shouldn't need to think about it if I'm going to allow you to use that version. Now you put the pipe in when I am going to empty you. Just move on. Yeah, so what other things do you do on your spare time except playing games and...
I'm part of a festival committee, and basically we put on events for our village.
Yeah,
So, Cellar Fate, barn dances, all sorts of different things.
yeah,
And I just help out with that.
yeah.
Doesn't really leave a lot of spare time, to be honest.
No?
Yeah, struggle to get everything done.
Yeah. And then you are on the live streams with us on Fridays, Saturdays.
Yeah.
It's not always easy.
No, it's just a struggle to get everything in. I mean, the members of PCSG have got so many video channels. There's just not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
But I do try and see at least one or two a week.
Yeah. But as I said when we started this interview, I said that you're founder of PCSG. Why did you start your own page like that? What was your thought when you started it?
It was frustration with the way other communities were being run.
Yeah.
I felt that they weren't as friendly as they could be.
No.
That's it, really. I just got a bit fed up with the way things were being run and thought I could maybe try and do it better.
Yeah, well, you were doing a really good job, I have to say. Really good job.
It's very much a team effort.
Yeah, but you're the one that started it, so I think it's a really nice page to be a member on. Actually, I've never been in so good company since I started playing games myself.
Well, that's good to know, because that was the driving idea of setting it up in the first place. Was a friendly place people just drop in, find out some information, get some help, or have a chat.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to chat about gaming if you don't want to.
No. I really like that you added even Discord now to the channel, so people can meet up there and talk like we are doing now, just relaxing and having some fun together.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have busy lives, and sometimes it's just good to talk to people about things that you have in common.
Yeah, exactly. And that actually is quite relaxing. But I have heard some stories about that. The reason you started, I heard something that you have been banned here and there and stuff like that, but I have no idea. What is your story behind it? What is your why you got frustrated?
It was the simple things. You could ask a question, and instead of getting a constructive answer, you just get told to Google it. Or more often than not, if you put a question in a certain place on the forum, it would just get shut down.
Okay.
And you're basically told, you put it in the wrong place, please put it in the right place.
So they couldn't bother to move your question or that issue that you had to the right place, that you needed to find it yourself, basically.
Yeah, I just thought there was a lack of helpfulness.
Yeah. Well, that is something that I noticed myself when I came to PCSG, when I started there. Actually found it through Johnny Wee, actually, that he actually pointed me there when I started to talk to him from the beginning. And became a member there, and I did think I did put some in some something there in the beginning, and suddenly when I came in back next time, I noticed I got a notification from you that had been moved to the proper place instead of being deleted or whatever. That's not often you actually get that on pages like this, I would say.
I don't understand why not, because it takes us less effort to do that than it does to close a thread.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I see your point.
And, you know, a lot of people that find forums for the first time, they don't understand how it works. So if you just say to them, oh, look, you know, put it in this spot, you'll get more answers, then happy days.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have noticed that the site is actually growing quite fast now in the latest half 6 months or so.
Yeah, it's been very pleasing to see the amount of new members registering and taking part.
Yeah.
We try and make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, and I haven't seen anything at all that says that people are rude or bad comments or anything on that page at all. Everything seems to be like really friendly, and I haven't seen any problems at all. But of course I can't see it from the same eyes as you. You are actually see everything behind your desk, I can say.
Yeah, I mean, obviously if there's an issue, we hopefully get told about it. All the staff have privileges to sort any problems out, but I think, as far as I can remember, there's only ever been one very small issue in the time that we've been running.
Yeah.
And I think that's down to how everybody just tries to be as friendly as possible, and you know, it's mostly mature people, so we're not there to grow our egos or try and prove a point or anything. We're just there to exchange information, have a chat, and that's it, really.
And basically be ourselves.
Exactly, yeah.
Not hiding behind any mask. So what do you see the future for PCSG, for example? What's your thought about behind it?
I would like to continue to grow, continue to sort of build on the wider community in farming simulator games to improve how people behave in regards to other people's hard work, making mods and things like that.
Yeah. Less stealing and copying.
Yeah. I mean, it takes an awful lot of effort to create a mod or a map.
Oh,
It really does take hundreds of hours.
Oh yes, I don't know. I mean, from my personal view from it is actually like my map that I have been editing, Lawful's edit. I mean, the little job that I have done, it's not like that I've done a lot, but it taking time, and actually I'm thankful I have Johnny there behind me to point me through all the stuff that I'm doing. But I can understand all the efforts that the modders are putting behind it, and the frustration when it suddenly is stolen from them, and not even put the credits in those stolen ones.
Yeah, I mean, that really bugs me, that does.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally tried to take a relaxed view on it. I've had my 2 maps copied and uploaded in places I don't want it uploaded to. There's nothing I can do about it. I understood that before I started, so, what can I do?
The only thing that you could do is actually just upload it there before they steal it from you.
Yeah.
That's actually like a view that I mean, Johnny has that idea himself.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, there's a good discussion going on PCSG about this, started by Jerry, who wrote a brilliant article about it.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of small things that we can all try and do, which will make a difference.
Of course. The problem I see behind it, everything is just we are never gonna be get rid of all that stuff anyway.
No, you'll never get rid of it totally, but I think,
no, but you can minimize it.
Definitely, I think we can definitely reduce the amount of thefts going on over time.
Yeah.
I think Giants could do an awful lot more.
Oh,
That's probably one of the most frustrating things about it all, is they could do more if they wanted to.
Yeah. Exactly. But from something else, Farming Simulator. That is one of the games that you play a lot and are really into. You can see that even when we are playing here together on the live streams.
It's a very relaxing game. I mean, my job is a fairly basic job, but there is quite high stress levels.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a stress monkey, I suppose.
Yeah.
So just to potter around, looking after the animals, driving a tractor.
Yeah.
Just takes the edge off the day.
But from that to what do you think about the evolvement of the game from, well, basically, what was it, 2009, the first game they'd made?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I think that's the very first version I briefly played, and then 13 came out, so I went almost straight onto that.
Yeah. So what do you think is the difference from 2009 to where we are today? What's your thought about it?
Oh, it's come on a long, long way. It really has. Yeah, totally different, I think, from 9 to here.
Yeah.
Graphics, gameplay, it's all much, much better.
Yeah.
It could be much better.
Of course, like we were discussing before we started here on this interview. But what do you think the difference from 15 to 17 is? Could they done better job?
Oh, of course they could. Yeah, definitely. I mean, apart from pretty tractors, not a lot changed.
No,
Not really.
basically the ground is the same.
Yeah.
With the basic field maps today, we still have those squarish fields everywhere.
They actually made it harder to map.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I actually have heard the frustrations from a few mappers talking about, especially the field definition. That have been made a big pain in the butt, as it is to say.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I'm helping with a PCSG map, as you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking forward to doing the field definitions.
No.
I'm hoping Old Boar is going to take care of that.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. So how many are you working on that map, by the way?
It's just the three of us at the moment, with Tyranio helping out with some graphics and some technical advice.
Yeah.
So Old Boar, myself, and Rubberburner.
And Rubberburner, yeah. Yeah. He's quite new on this side, isn't he, too?
Yeah, he's taken a big part in the community, though.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really nice.
Another YouTuber.
Yeah, exactly. Another competition.
Yeah.
No, it's always nice to have more people joining that kind of stuff. Like here in 17 and 15, personally, I mean, yeah, they have added a few more stuff, like 3 fertilizing states, plowing states after 3 harvests, and all of that stuff. They have added pigs. They have added few more crops.
Yep.
Not very much else, I can say.
No, and I got a feeling, I might be a bit cynical here, but I got a feeling the trailers for the other game that's on its way.
Yeah.
Probably pushed them to release more than what they had planned originally.
Yeah. Well,
that's just my opinion, but you know.
Well, that is something that is going to change everything. I mean, that game that you're talking about is hopefully not far away, and I have noticed a difference in Giants' behavior against modders and players in general.
Well, of course. I mean, all of a sudden there's a new kid on the block saying they're going to do all these wonderful things.
Yeah.
And they had to make a statement of, you know, where they're going to go.
Yeah.
Well, they were scared, I think.
Well, if you look at the videos and all of those fact sheets about that game, I mean, who wouldn't?
It was really well done. I was very impressed with their promotional this time round.
Yeah, but well, I'm really hoping that everything you have seen until now is gonna be as good as I think it is, actually.
I think some people are going to be disappointed because they're going to expect another farming simulator. But
It's not.
It's
It
not.
is not. No.
It's from what I can gather, they're aiming for less arcade, more strategic
Yeah.
or realistic, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah. Is it gonna be a competition against Farming Simulator, you think, or?
Oh, definitely. I think most of the people that make mods, they make mods because they're not happy with what they can get in game, or they think they can do it better.
Yeah. Many of them are actually doing it better.
Well, they are, yeah. So I think that's the reason that the guys started this other game in the first place, because they thought they could do it better.
Yeah.
So those people are going to be the ones that won't be playing Farming Simulator.
Oh yes, definitely. And like modders are today are actually gonna probably get more out of doing mods for that game than this one if nothing changes.
From the trailer they released a long time ago about the modding side of it,
Yeah.
it looked more straightforward.
Okay, easier basically.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a very superficial video, so obviously,
Well,
until such time as we get our hands on it, we can't really do much more than speculate.
no, because I have seen the trailer, modded trailer that they have. I mean, that is looking really incredibly realistic.
It is, yeah, very impressive.
And if that is going to be in game, I mean, this game is probably going to be quite handful for computers to handle, especially graphics.
Yeah, that's true. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. You have supported the game?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
2 years, or have you gone gold?
I can't remember now. I bought several packages because we ran a competition on PCSG, and
Yeah.
there's a few prizes, so I can't remember off the top of my head what they all are.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that one. But do you get notifications about what is going on with the game?
That's the worrying thing in the past few months. The information has dried up quite a lot.
Totally. There is no information.
Yeah, I was polite.
Yeah, I know you were polite, but I'm not. I say it as it is, basically. I don't know what is gonna happen.
No, I've got worries or concerns.
Well, what I think personally, and it's totally my opinion, is that at least they should notify their supporters for what is going on. I mean,
yeah, basically they're doing exactly what Giants used to do. Put out a little bit of information and then nothing for a long time.
Yeah, and is that gonna make us happier?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Well, I'm not happy.
No, you're not.
I mean, I would really like to, if I have invested in something, I would really want to know what is going on.
Oh, I totally agree. I mean, but thinking about it, when they first come on the scene, all they did was a very brief trailer, and then nothing for months.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
So they're not really changing anything. It's just we're now more invested in the game.
Yeah.
And we want to know more, basically.
Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be released already.
Yeah.
What, 1 month ago? Or more?
What month are we in now? I can't remember.
We are actually in May. Yeah.
So wasn't it due out March?
Yeah.
The early release, yeah. So we're quite
Two.
past that.
Yeah, we're actually 2 months past the release date. And they said, if I remember right, what was they were going to give 4-week notice before the game will be released.
So we're at least still 4 weeks away.
Yeah, at least. Even more. I mean, I did see another game that was announced. What was it called?
Pure farming.
Pure Farming, yeah.
Yeah, that's gone very quiet as well.
Totally. There hasn't been anything since 9 months ago.
Blimey, is it 9 months?
Yeah,
Right.
it's 9 months ago since they actually put out anything at all.
I would suggest then 9 months they've probably dropped it and not bothered to tell anybody.
Could be. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe run out of funds, I don't know.
I did try and find some information out at the time about the company, but I really didn't get anywhere.
You didn't get anywhere. They maybe don't exist anymore.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember the other game that actually was released about the same time as Farming Sim. A little bit before.
Farm Expert.
I don't know. Does it actually?
Or Expert Farmer. I can't remember. Something like that.
Does it
About
actually?
farming?
Professional farmer.
Yeah.
Does it exist anymore? I haven't heard. I know they're well still on Steam, aren't they?
I believe so, yeah. It's still going. I think they released an update that broke as many things as it fixed about a month ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Reefy did a try on that game and he was just not impressed.
I did do it too. I actually bought the. I was gonna do videos on it, and I bought the game, played it for half an hour, and then refunded.
Yeah, it wasn't good, was it?
Nope. Well, my opinion was that everything that they implemented in the game was nice thoughts and good ideas. The problem was just they hadn't been able to implement everything good enough to be a playable game.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going?
I got. Yeah. I mean, Reefy did do a couple of updates as they updated the game, and basically he was saying that as soon as they fixed one thing, they broke something else.
Yeah. Well, it was released too soon instead of waiting. Well, I were a little bit scared of the new farming simulator, trying to be ahead of them of the releasing. I think they actually destroyed themselves by doing that. They should have waited.
Yeah, they would have been better just to keep plugging away at it and releasing it when it was in a much better state.
Yeah.
And if they'd done that and it was a playable game, and like you said, they had some nice ideas, they would have taken the market share.
Yeah.
Just later on.
Yeah. I think so too.
Trouble is now, if they come out with a new version, a lot less people are going to be interested because they know how bad it was the first time round.
Yeah, because they're not going to even give it a chance again.
Exactly.
They have already lost the chances there. I mean, there are many half games, I can say, out there. Especially on Steam, there are a lot of strange games that are going around that I've seen.
I immediately think of Goat Simulator.
Oh yeah, it was actually in my head too. I was going to say that, but I'm most disappointed is like the Farming Simulator. This game, there is not any improvement in graphics. If you put the picture from 15 right beside 17, you couldn't see very big of improvement.
Well, I'd have to agree. Yeah, apart from the vehicles, the tractors.
Well, yeah.
Really
I
nice.
mean, Yeah, they look really nice. There's nothing wrong with the modeling on those at all. They have done a really good job. Nothing wrong with that. But that is not the only aspect of the game. I mean, that's just part of the game.
Yeah. I mean, look at the grass just in front.
Yeah.
No different.
No. It behaves exactly as it did in 15. And actually the same as it did in 13.
Yeah. But I think the trouble is, as you know, my opinion is they've basically flogged to death the game engine and have not invested in a new one to match, the game that most people want.
I think that is going to be their fall if they are not going to do anything about it.
Yeah, I think if and when Captain Crops comes out, and it lives up to expectations, even in its early stages, then Giants could be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
that is what I think.
They'll always have a market share because not everybody wants the realism that, like you and I would like.
Yeah, well, I do like a realism, but in a small package. I do like all the ideas there are in 17. I just would like to see a little bit more, but that is something that I have already said before. I mean, it doesn't really matter how good the game is made and how hard work they put behind it. We are always going to find something that is not good enough.
Everybody, of course.
Yeah. That's just how we players are.
Yeah. But then, without...
You disappeared there, Wonko.
Otherwise.
You did disappear there?
My back?
No,
Sorry.
you were back, yeah. No problem.
I've forgotten what I was saying now. It's my age.
You're not that old.
I feel it today.
Huh?
I feel old today.
Yeah, that's probably because you're tired.
Yeah.
You worked yourself so hard.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, and it isn't finished yet. We still have the tomorrow left.
Yep, I'm glad I get the job finished tomorrow because I'm somewhere else on Monday.
Yeah. So, what is your future here? Like on PCSG, you're running that page. Basically, you're the founder of it. How many people are you having behind you?
Well, we've got Grizzly Bear Sims.
Yeah.
Merman. Johnny V.
Yep. Yeah.
Toronto. He's the new boy.
He's the new boy, the graphics guy. He's
Yeah.
gonna put flowers everywhere, I think, on the page.
Possibly after talking to him tonight, it might happen.
Yeah. He'd go crazy.
There's things happening in the background that will become apparent over the next few months.
Oh, exciting.
I think so. I'm excited about it. So hopefully everybody will be happy when they see what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, so we'll just continue doing what we're doing and, just sort of keep moving with the times, I suppose.
Yeah.
If a new game comes out, we'll have a look at it.
Of course.
Give our constructive criticisms.
Destructive.
Constructive.
No.
Oh, actually,
I'm gonna be completely honest. I think that is my biggest problem. I say it right as it is.
No, to be honest, mate, there's too much being polite in this world, I think.
Well, yeah.
If people were more honest, I think it'd be a better place.
Yeah, because if you can't tell your thoughts about stuff, well, you're never not gonna know anything about stuff either, because basically there are gonna be so many different thoughts, or everybody is just saying, yeah, it's a good one, even though it's a crappy one.
Well, that is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Are you joining us tomorrow, though?
Hopefully, if I get my job finished on time.
Yeah.
Which is after today is not entirely certain.
Well, you have to enter the Big Bud DLC if you are going to be.
Oh yes, I've got to get that as well, haven't I? Yeah.
And that means that you need to watch a video.
I know, I will. Sometime or other.
Yeah, you have just tonight and the whole day tomorrow to enter.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, you need to buy it yourself. And it could happen if you're not winning.
Well, I might not win anyway.
No, exactly. Well, my biggest fear is that I have dropped down 2 subscribers since today. I don't know why. And if that's not gonna change it, or if it's gonna go more down, then I need to postpone the draw. This is for 200 subscribers.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, mate.
No, I don't know. I don't know why it is happening anyway. Doesn't really care.
I was just going to say, don't take it to heart.
What did you say?
Don't take it to heart.
No. My God, I do this for fun. Do it because I like it. And well, I'm not the best editor at all. Doing editing on the videos, I do my best, and I have no idea how to do anything like intros. Those intros that I do is like, yeah, well, it's my little brother who made it for me. I would never know how to do it myself.
We're going to have to get him to teach you.
Yeah.
Or do what I do and just keep bashing away at something until something happens.
Yeah, I maybe need to do that, but when do I have the time? That is the biggest issue. I have even a map planned for the future.
You haven't?
I have a map that I was gonna make from scratch. Ian actually has done a little work for me already for that, because it's gonna be a Google Maps.
Yeah.
From the farm where I grew up in Iceland, actually.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, I haven't started yet. It's probably not going to be make it before in the 19. Maybe need to have it ready for 19 then.
Well, yeah. Mind you, once you start doing it, it gets very addictive.
Well, that is the problem. That's why I haven't.
You lose whole days. So
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, and that is the problem. That's why I haven't started yet, because then I wouldn't have time to do anything else.
Yeah, that's why I've not started one on my own since 17 came out, because I just don't have the time.
No.
I'm struggling to find time to help on the one I'm working with, Old Boar and Rubberburner.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Old Boar has done the majority of the work so far.
So what kind of map is that, by the way?
Fictional.
Yeah.
And we're going to have, like, it's almost going to be like 2 maps in one, really. There's going to be large fields with good access for big equipment on one part of the map. And then on the other part with the animals is going to be not tight, but more rolling hills and things like that.
Mm. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good map.
Something that we could even put on the multiplayer for the server.
Yeah, possibly.
Mm.
I'm not sure when, though, because we're struggling. All of us are struggling for time.
Yeah. That is the biggest problem. Yeah. So what's the future with you? Yourself?
Just carry on doing what I'm doing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really got any other plans at the moment.
No.
I'd like to do other things, but just it's the same old problem. For most people, you just don't have the time to do the things you want to do.
They made made the days too short, I think.
They do, don't they? We need another 10 hours.
10, I think that is not enough.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We have to double that at least, I think. Well,
Yeah.
it was at least really much fun having you here, Wonko, and get to know the person behind PCSG.
Oh, thank you. Well, like I said, it's not just me. It's all the guys that come on and help out.
Of course it is, but you are like the spine in it all, of course. When you started it and standing there behind and trying to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
Yeah, that's that could be a full-time job in itself sometimes.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it can be challenging. We've had a few hiccups along the way, technically wise, but we've got over them in the end.
Yeah, but did you find out why the site was sometimes suddenly not available here for 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, Matt from Matt Services, who looks after our hosting, he did tell me, and I've forgotten now. He basically fixed it while he was on holiday, and it was a PHP problem. That's all I can remember.
Okay. Yeah, doesn't tell me very much.
No, it went over my head as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we are fortunate that we have hosting with a very good guy. He's very helpful.
Yeah.
Always willing to help out and fix problems.
Yeah. Well, that's really important when you have a site running like that. You don't want to have it down for too long.
Well, definitely not. No, people very I don't know what word is, but you know, if you can't get to where you want to go straight away, people don't always come back.
No, they just think, no, didn't work last time, probably gonna not work now, so I'm not gonna bother, waste my time on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a complicated site to manage behind the scenes because the software we're using is not designed for what we're using it for.
So why haven't you changed the design though? Then
Because there's not a lot of options out there
okay,
without spending lots and lots of money.
yeah,
But like I said, stay tuned.
yeah. I'm excited already. Let's see what's gonna
You
go
need
out.
to get out more, Ice. You need to get out more, mate.
No, I'm out all day on work. That's enough. Well, I'm actually on Saturday. I'm going on an expo with the work.
Oh,
So
right.
that's the first thing that I have been out since Easter.
Blimey. So where's the expo?
It's here in Norway. It's just a day trip we're gonna do. The bus is leaving here from work at 8 o'clock in the morning. It will take us about 2 hours to drive,
Right.
and it leaves 4 o'clock in the afternoon and home again. So I will be home before the stream anyway.
Okay. What is it? Cherry Hills on Saturday, isn't it?
Yep. With the Big Bird DLC and some few mods, new mods, but we have actually taken out a lot of others that we are going to replace with the Big Bird DLC instead, seeders and stuff like that, cultivators.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah, because it's basically is like the DLC is not going to be as hard for the server to run as mods, because it's like kind of in-game already machinery.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and running all the mods on the server, we have already quite many mods in the game, and we are not using all of them. So I went through those mods this week and deleted, well, about 300 megabytes of mods.
So you're telling me I've got to upload a new mod folder again?
Yep. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but basically because of the Big Bad DLC.
Yeah, yeah.
And we tried to minimize the mods. We were up to what, almost 1 gigabyte of mods before, but we are now down to almost 700 megabytes.
For a multiplayer.
700 megabyte.
Mm.
Yeah.
What does
I
Johnny
know.
say? He's not happy.
Well, I didn't delete his plow, his favorite John Deere plow, and rubber duck truck.
Oh yeah.
So he's still happy. But if I had taken that away, I wouldn't be talking to you. I would be dead. Because I wanted to replace his plow with a Big Bud plow, but he is what?
He said no.
Well, he said do whatever you want, and I knew what that mean. When he don't want to say his opinion, then well, don't do anything. Just have it as it is. No, it was mods. There were John Deere, forest harvester, and there was a class forest harvester that we never used. I took that out because they were just taking space. If we are going to use them later on, then we just have to add them again.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to keep the same folder every week as much as possible, don't you?
Yeah, but now we have the good mods. We have that new road train pack.
Yeah, yeah.
Replaced that. Yeah, that we replaced with the other road train that we had on Cherry Hills.
Oh, right.
That's gonna be a change there. The cultivators are gone that we had. The seeders.
So it's all Big Bud.
All Big Bud is gonna be the future.
So we all got a Big Bud each.
No, it's gonna be 2 of those. Big Bud, the biggest one. For this.
747.
Yeah, that 1,100 horsepower tractor. Those are basically for the biggest seeders, because they need 650 or 675 horsepower or something, and we don't have any tractor in the game. Well, we have not even the case can handle it.
Oh no.
The quad track. He's 620 and he's not even big enough. So we decided to put in 2 of those Big Buds in there.
That'd be enough.
Yeah, because the Fant 1050 actually handles the most of the others machinery.
Yeah.
I have tested.
My little JCB though. It's only
Well,
400.
Yeah, he's too small.
Are you telling me that he's gone?
No.
Oh, good.
All of your tractors are still there. Your personal ones, they're still there. They are not going to be changed. Those are your personal tractors. You just have to change from that to a bigger one when you're doing those kind of works.
Okay.
So you can still haul chaff and stuff like that with your JCB. So that's not going to be changing.
Good. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
Well, have been enjoyable to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And hope to see you tomorrow. And thanks very much for giving time in your tight schedule for make me have a little interview with you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't very much for people to watch what we did, but at least they can listen.
Yeah. Apart from harvesting, we didn't do a lot, did we?
No, we harvested that field over there. That's at least something. I was thinking about starting to cultivate, but then I thought, no, there's no idea because we need to plow it first anyway.
True.
Yeah. Well, was interesting to start and learn to know Wonko a little bit more. The man behind the scene, the quiet person. Well, I have learned by an experience that the quiet ones are the most dangerous ones, so be careful. So you never know.
The last interview I did was under caution.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, I have to say, if you enjoyed this video, please give us the thumbs up, and anything to add, of course. Commentary is always nice. And once again, thank you, Wonko, and thanks everybody for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.